Hello, my friends, and welcome to another reading slash language slash all the things important that we need to learn to help us become bigger and better and smarter readers. Remember, this week we are working on all those long O sounds, but they're not like your typical long O where there's an O in the middle and an E at the end. These are those long O's where we have those funny combinations with an OA, an OW, sometimes an O all by itself, and then OE. We have to practice it so that our eyeballs recognize whenever we see these strange letter combinations, we know exactly how to sound them out. One more time, because this seemed to confuse some of us during our reading groups yesterday, and that's okay. That's why we practice it. But what does a long O say? It says, oh. Good. But sometimes when we read, when we see the O in a letter, even though we hear that it says the ah sound, sometimes we still want to call it a long O. And that's where we really need to train our ears to listen for the O versus the ah sound. Okay, so let's do it together. We're going to go through this a little bit quickly today because we have some other work to get to, but I want you to be saying everything out loud with me at home. Break down the word with me, sound it out letter by letter, because that's the only way we get better. Is what? By practicing. That's right. Ready? So we have buh, and then we know the OA makes the O sound. So buh, O, t. Now let's put the B and the O sound together. Ready? Boat. All together? Boat. Nice. Okay, remember, whenever we have a G and an L or an S and an L, we smoosh those together. So we say gull, not g-ul, it's gull, O, gloat. All together, gloat. To gloat is like to brag. Like, ha, I'm so brilliant, right? I'm gloating. We don't do that. That's not kind. Okay, let's practice them one more time. Gloat. I'm sorry, boat, gloat. And what do we notice about those words? Oh my gosh, kiss your super smart brains. I heard you yelling from home. They rhyme. Mwah, mwah. They are rhyming words. Okay, let's come on down here. Ready? Oops, kind of shiny. Let's get where we're not so shiny. So when we have the OW, remember it makes the O sound. So we have T-O, toe. Good, and we know the OW, so let's try it with the M now. M-O, mo. Toe, mo. Awesome. And remember those rhyming words. It's important for us to recognize those patterns. So we know all we have to do is change that beginning letter sound. It's a totally different word, but it's easy peasy to sound out. Okay, now these are the long O's that are just a little bit weird, a little bit funky, and that's where we have to sound the words out to make sure that they sound right, they make sense. So let's sound it out. H-O-L-D. Ho-L-D. Hold. All together. Hold. Why do you think we break words down like that? Why do you think that we do that? Sound by sound by sound. You're right. So we can sound out new words when we have no idea what it is. And we come across a lot of new words in our reading, don't we? Where it's like, gosh, I've never seen that word. I don't recognize it. And the only way we can even begin to start practicing hearing those words and hearing those letter sounds to figure it out is by breaking it down. So let's try the next one. G-O-L-D. Go-L-D. Gold. Now all together. Gold. Awesome. So we have hold, gold. Nice. Okay, last one. Remember, O-E makes the O sound. So we have F-O, foe. That's like an enemy, an evil person. Okay? Then we know that O-E again, it makes the O. So since they're rhyming words, all we have to do is switch out that beginning letter. So we have D-O, dough. Say it with me. Faux, dough. Awesome, friends. If you're practicing with me at home, I promise this is going to get easier and easier and easier. All right, last thing before we switch over and talk about today's work, let's talk about our sight words. Ready? Same with me. Always. No. You're. Bound. Let's put them in a sentence. You should always listen to your parents. Always. No reason. ever not to. Promise. No. I know you all are working so hard at home. I can see it every day. Your. This is your time to learn and help your brain grow bigger and smarter and stronger. Last one. Found. I found out that you all are kind of amazing, but I found that out a long time ago. Found. All right, let's rapid fire. Like always, make sure you are saying them with me. Ready? Always. No. Your. Found. I love it. Thank you for always working so hard. Okay, I'm going to switch over to our other camera. We're going to talk about today's work. See you in a flash. All right, here are the things that we need to do and to work on today. We are going to need our reading log number 4. Hopefully everybody has picked up their packets from school by now, so you have your reading log number 4. We're still working in our Sight Words number 3 book for a little longer. We need our Unit 7 magazine, which is also part of our new packet pickup. And finally, our ELA work number 4 book. So our number 3 book, we're done with it. You can throw it away, recycle it, done, capiche, out of here, okay? Number 4 is what we're working on. If you haven't picked up your new packet from school yet, I still want you to listen and follow along so that you can learn what we're talking about today. So let's see if I can lay everything out. We need our ELA work number 4, Unit 7, our Sight Words number 3, and our reading log number 4, and our pencil, of course. Hit pause, go grab all the things, and come on back when you're ready. Okay, if you're back with me, that tells me you have everything we need to be successful today. So let me make it a nice, neat pile so we can go through one at a time. Quickly, as a reminder for our reading log this week, we are on the very first reading log. It is my main character reading log. Every day you should be reading a book. Then you're going to write that title of the book, and you're going to write the names of the main characters. Okay, the main character is who the story is mostly about. Think Chicken Little, the gingerbread man, Froggy. Okay, so nice and easy and simple this week. Just identifying and understanding which character in your story is the main character. The most talked about, the one that the story is kind of all about. Okay? That's just your reminder of your reading log. Now we're going to turn to our Sight Words book. Hopefully you're still using your paper clips to keep your book nice and tidy so we can flip right open to today's words. The first word we're working on is the word where. Say it with me. Where. Good. I'll give everybody a little bit of time to flip your book open and find where. All right, if you need a little more time, just hit pause. Pause is your friend, I promise. Okay, say it with me one more time. Where? Read the sentence with me. Where are your shoes? Hopefully put away and not in the middle of the floor, otherwise your mom's going to be crazy. All right, you're going to write the word where in the box to practice breaking down each letter. We're going to practice writing it on the line. And I'm going to keep saying this until I see everybody doing it. I want everyone writing on the line nice and neat. This is the perfect time to practice our handwriting. Handwriting's important. If our handwriting is sloppy and our words are all over a page, it's really hard for me or any other teacher to read your awesome writing. And I want to be able to read everything you send to me. So right here, right now is the time to practice using the lines, writing neatly, not being in a hurry, because the more we practice it, the easier it will be. Go through and find all of the wheres in your Find It. You may cut out the letters and glue them. If that's not your jam and you're like, grr, that makes me grumpy, you may go ahead and just write the word where one more time. And then draw that picture that matches your sentence. Where are your shoes? Hit pause, work on where, come back when you're ready. All right, if you're back with me, we're going to turn the page. And the next word we're talking about today is help. Say it with me, help. Read this sentence. Can you help me cook? Ooh, I wish somebody would help Mrs. Sae-Wong cook. That would be great. Let's practice writing help. We're going to practice it on that line. Practice it one more time. Go through and find it find all of the helps in the Find It box. Cut it, glue it, or write it, and draw it. Go ahead and hit pause, finish working on help. Come back when you're ready. All right, if you're back with me, that tells me you're all done with your sight words pages. Make sure you are doing every step every day because that's the only way our brains will remember all of these super important sight words, okay? Now we can put that away. Next thing we're going to work in is our Unit 7 magazine. We are going to open up all the way to page number 7. We're going to work on some dictation. Remember, that's where we listen for all the letter sounds and we write out the words. Okay, we're going to do something a little bit different this time. For the first one, I'm going to say the word. You're only going to write down the 2 letters that make the long O sound. So you're not going to write any of the extra letters. Okay, are you ready? This is a picture of a boat. So think about the word boat. What letters do we hear in there? What 2 letters in boat make the long O sound? Think about some of the letters we just practiced. Is it O-E, O-W, O-A? What do you think? Take a moment and think about what 2 letters make that long O sound and write them in the box. Boat. Okay, if you need more time, hit pause. We're going to keep moving forward. The next picture is a picture of snow. Say that with me, snow. So there are actually 4 letters in snow, but in this last box, you're going to put the 2 letters that make the long O sound. So there's going to be 2 letters by themselves, and then the last 2 letters are the 2 letters that make the O sound. So say it with me, snow. So the first 2 letters, S-N-O, snow. So 1 letter, 2 letters, and then in this last box, you're going to put the 2 letters that we hear that are making the long O sound. Work on that. Okay, hit pause if you need more time. Number 3, no picture, so we have to really listen to those letters. You're going to write the word loaf, like a loaf of bread. Loaf. And number 4. The word that you're going to write down, listen carefully, is roast. I will roast a chicken in the oven. Roast. Think about what letters we hear, what letters make that long O sound. Okay, moving on. If you need to, hit pause. For number 5, we're going to read that sentence. Are you ready? The old toad will grow. Listen carefully. The old toad will grow. One more time. The old toad will grow. Okay, take more time. If you need to hit rewind and listen to the sentence a couple times. I really want to make sure, well, so I said the or the. It's the same word. So let me say it one more time. The old toad will grow. We have some sight words in there. We have some words with those long O's, with the different letter combinations. So I really want you thinking about those words and all the letter sounds. You're going to send me a picture of page 7 in Seesaw when you're all done. So make sure you take your time and do your best to get it as close as possible. I'm going to keep moving forward. If you need time, hit pause before we move on. The last thing we're going to do is we're going to work in our ELA work number 4 book. We are going to open it up to page number 2. Everybody a second to get your ELA book. Open it up to page number 2. All right. For anything, first we have to stop and put our name at the top. So I write my name, you write your name. And we write today's date, which we all know because we watched Number Corner, which is so important. Say it with me, 3-31-21. Okay, so page number 2 talks about possessive nouns. Gosh, say that long word with me. Are you ready? Possessive nouns. So before we even talk about what a possessive noun is, let's remind our super smart brains of what a noun is. A noun is a word that talks about a person, place, or thing. This also says animal. So a person. Mrs. Sae-Wong is a person, so I'm a noun. Your home is a place, so that's a noun. Our computers are a thing. They're a noun. Your dog is an animal. That's a noun. Okay? So when we're talking about a person, a place, or a thing, those are all nouns. Now, when we talk about possessive nouns show that something belongs to a person or thing. So you can say, instead of this is Sam has a book, it's Sam's book. The school has iPads. They're the school's iPads. That is, don't eat his food. That is Mark's food. That's his food. When we have a coat that's small, that's a child's coat. It belongs to a child. The food belongs to Mark. Don't eat Mark's food. The iPads belong to the school. The book belongs to Sam. Okay? So when we're talking about possessive nouns, it means it shows that something belongs to a person or a thing. The tiger's tail was long. That tail belongs to that tiger, so it's possessive. Now, anytime we have a possessive noun and we have to add that S, we have to also add an apostrophe. Oh gosh, that's another big word. Right here. Say it with me. Apostrophe. Awesome. So we've been working on commas, which are the little mark down at the bottom of the word. Apostrophes go at the top of the word, in between the end of the word and before we add the S to show the possession of the noun. Whose noun is it? Okay. We're going to talk about this for a couple days. So this is just kind of our first conversation about possessive nouns. But let's jump back over now to our page number 2. So one more time, let me zoom in for anybody who might not have their book in front of them right now. Possessive nouns show that a person, place, or thing has or owns something. Okay, so it's ours, whether it's something on our body, it's something we own, we bought. Add an apostrophe, this is that apostrophe, and an S to turn a singular noun, so that's where it's just like, that's a book. No, that's Mark's book. Okay? Into a possessive noun. Right here. The door of the car is open. Okay, so the door of the car is open. The car's door is open. So, car is who owns that door, right? That door belongs to that car. So instead of saying the door of the car is open, the car's door is open. They added the apostrophe, they added the S, and now we know that door belongs to that car. Let's go down and let's start looking at the sentences where we need to fill in the blank. The blank roar is loud, so it gives us the word right below. So we know we're talking about a lion. Let's write the word lion on the line. The lion roar is loud. No, that doesn't sound right. We need to say that that roar belongs to that lion. The lion's roar is loud. So I took that noun, I added that apostrophe, I added that S, so I said that roar belongs to Mr. Lion here. Okay? Number 2. The word that we're going to write on the line is brother, so let's do that first. Brother. And it looks like hat is our noun. The hat belongs to our brother. So how do we make it a possessive noun? How do we turn brother into possessive noun? I wore my brother's hat. We're going to add that apostrophe. We're going to add that S. So it's not just any hat. It is my brother's hat, and I better not touch it. Okay? So what you're going to do is then, for the rest of the sentences, you're going to take the noun. You're going to write it on the line. You're going to then turn it into a possessive noun by adding that apostrophe S. Hopefully that makes sense. Hopefully we're not too confused. This is kind of a big idea. Let me know if you have questions. Let me know if you get stuck on anything, okay? Once you're done with page number 2, make sure you send me a picture in Seesaw so that I can see you finished all the questions and that you're getting the hang of turning nouns into possessive nouns so we know who owns what and who it belongs to. Okay, friends? That's it for today. I hope you all are having an amazing day. Let me know if you have questions or if you're stuck on anything. But otherwise, I'm just so proud of you for always working so very hard. I will see you adorable people later. Bye, friends.